Welcome to the Blue Collar Boxing Podcast. I am Luke from Biloxi, and this is my official preview prediction for Moses Itauma versus Dylian Whyte, coming to us live from Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, Saturday, August 16th, available exclusively in the United States on Dazn pay-per-view. Has a $49.99 price tag. I think Dazn is going to give you a free week if you are not already a subscriber. So let's get into it. Boxing, perhaps unlike any other sport, is a what have you done for me lately type sport. What have these two guys done for us lately that's going to lead me to decide who I think is going to win this fight? We'll start with Dylian Whyte, 31-3, 21 knockouts. He's coming in on a three-fight win streak since his loss to Tyson Fury by knockout. April 23rd, 2022, was knocked out by Fury, vicious uppercut in front of 90 some odd thousand people at Wembley. Took some time off. He failed a drug test in there that canceled the potential AJ rematch. We've talked about that before on the show. So November 26th, he goes 12 rounds with Jermaine Franklin, claims a majority decision. Didn't look very good. That win over Franklin has not aged well. There are people who thought Franklin won. I'm not one of those. I think the draw was probably a decent score, but giving it to White was not a bad score. The point is, he just didn't look good. Then a year and a half later, nearly, he fights Christian Hammer, which seemingly every heavyweight does when they're coming off a layoff and want to get some rounds, and also look good. Christian Hammer retired at the end of the third round. Doesn't really tell us much, right? Hammer's been beaten by a lot of guys. Just nothing there to speak of that would lend you to believe that Dylian Whyte is the guy he was 5, 6 years ago. Then, most recently in December of 24, we have Ebenezer Tete. He retires at the end of 7 rounds. Guys, White looked atrocious in this fight. His legs did not appear to be anywhere near what they once were. He was landing power shots. Tete was taking them. White was getting hit quite a bit, especially in the first round. I mean, it was a slugfest. And listen, Tete is not a world beater. I mean, he came in at 23-1, but this was a highly inflated record. Club fights in Africa, not very many winning records on his list of opponents. And what did Tete do since? He got knocked out, iced in the first round against Fraser Clark. So these are the three fights that Dylian Whyte has had since his loss to Fury. Of course, before that, he beat Alexander Povetkin, and then before that, he was brutally knocked out with a one-punch uppercut knockout in Eddie Hearn's backyard. One of the, if not the KO of the year, was on the list. He just hasn't looked good. He still has power. A lot's been made that he's in shape for this fight as opposed to the previous three. I don't put much stock into that. Okay, he's in shape, but the fast twitch is gone. The punch resistance seems to be gone. The ability to defend himself constructively, especially against speedy fighters, appears to be gone. All right, let's move on to Itama. He's 12-0, 10 knockouts, 8 in a row. Um, his last three fights tell us a little bit of a different story. Going back three fights in July of 24, he fought Wok, been around the heavyweight division, fought everybody. It was a good step up in competition for him, but Wok was done. He's been done. He weighed almost 300 pounds for that fight and looked it. But Atama did his job, KO'd him in the second. The next fight in December of 24, which to me uh, is the best win of note on Atama's record, was Dempsey McKean. Now, Dempsey McKean is probably most famously known for making it to the 12th round against Filip Hrgovic, who's now the number 6th or 7th rated heavyweight by Ring Magazine in the world. He's also fighting on the undercard. Um, he went rounds, a lot of rounds with Hrgovic. Itama iced him and won. Nearly blew his knee out on the second knockdown because he fell so hard. He was out. Tremendous knockout, tremendous hand speed. Then in May of 25, a few months ago, he fights Mike Balogin, second round knockout, highlight reel knockout. Balogin not on the same level as McKean, but still, he did what he had to do with that. So, what does this tell us? It tells me that Itama is going to win by brutal knockout. I've seen over-unders in the 4.5 round range. I would definitely take the under. The other thing is Itama fought 4 times in 2024. This will be a second fight uh, in 2025. Every content creator out there who knows anything says this all the time. Activity matters. Yeah, they're 1 and 2 round knockouts and things like that, but he's staying in camp. He's staying out of trouble. He's staying active. And I just don't think Dylian Whyte has a prayer of stopping the offense that is going to come his way. His best chance is to catch him on a counter, check left hook. That's Dylian Whyte's best punch. It still can knock out most people in division, but Atama's going to be ready for that. The ace in the hole for Dylan White is he has Buddy McGirt, but in a recent interview, I saw Buddy McGirt said he'd never even seen Otama fight, not even watched tape on him. Hopefully, that's not true. Um, Otama has been brought up very well. Not much of an amateur background to speak of. A couple dozen fights, I think. He's still young. He's 20. He's growing, literally physically growing. He's going to grow 2 inches in the next few years. He's going to get bigger. He's going to get faster. He's nowhere near his physical peak. I think this is the right opponent at the right time for Atama to look good, to have a name on his record, and I think you're going to see him fight for a vacant world title in the next year and a half or so, if not sooner. I know Turkey has stated he's very interested in him fighting Joseph Parker. I think it's way too soon for that, but nevertheless, I'd watch the fight. So my official prediction: Itama by knockout. Bet the under. I say KO 3. Thanks everybody for watching. We'll see you on the next time on the Blue Collar Boxing Podcast.